Welcome to Aging Graciously and Hilariously podcast, where aging becomes a delightful journey filled with grace and humor. Hosted by experts in the field, Sean and Bridget Smith, as they guide you through the world of health and wellness, sharing insights on how to age graciously and, most importantly, hilariously. Embrace the beauty of growing older with a touch of love, laughter, and expert advice on navigating the golden years. Tune in for heartwarming conversations, practical tips, and a dose of humor that will make your journey through aging truly enjoyable.
Hello and welcome to Aging Graciously and Hilariously podcast, the podcast where we talk about all things related to aging and health and occasionally complain about our aches and pains because, let's face it, aging isn't always graceful. I'm Sean, and with me is my lovely wife, Bridget, who constantly reminds me to take my medication and not wear mismatched socks.
Hi, everyone. For this episode, we'll be discussing the two things in life you can't avoid: death and taxes. Today, we're focusing on the Grim Reaper's favorite pastime, snatching away senior citizens. Think of us as your personal Grim Reaper sidekicks, here to warn you about the top 10 ways to join a choir invisible. But fear not. We'll also share some tips on how to cheat death and live a long, healthy life, even if it means giving up your daily double scoop of ice cream. To start off, we'd like to inform you about our raffle promo. There will be 3 lucky winners of $50 gift cards to value listeners such as yourself. Simply subscribe and rate our podcast on whichever platform you're using right now, and then visit our website at graciouslyaging.com. Enter your name and email to participate in our raffle, and we'll reveal the fortunate winners on episode 6.
Wow, that's exciting, Bridget. Let's move forward. So this is a topic that concerns everyone, whether you're staring down the barrel of 65 yourself or just trying to avoid becoming a senior citizen who constantly asks for help with the TV remote. It's like a ticking time bomb, and we need to be armed with the knowledge and tools to defuse it and live long. Healthy lives filled with laughter, not depends.
And also to enjoy life while we can, right, Sean?
Absolutely, Bridget. Life is too short to be miserable or bored. We should always find ways to have fun and make the most of every day.
That's why we started this podcast, to share our experiences and insights with you, our listeners. We hope you find our conversations helpful and entertaining.
So let's get started. What are the top 10 leading causes of death among older adults in the U.S.?
Well, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or as I like to call them, the Fun Police, the top 2 causes of death are heart disease and cancer. Don't worry, though, they haven't banned laughter yet, so at least we have that going. But seriously, these 2 diseases combined take out over 45% of people in our age group, which is more than a participation trophy can handle.
Well, heart disease includes conditions such as heart failure, heart attack, coronary artery disease, and heart arrhythmia. These can affect your heart's ability to pump blood and oxygen to your body. Some of the risk factors for heart disease are diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, smoking, obesity, lack of exercise, and family history.
Cancer is a group of diseases that involve abnormal cell growth and can spread to other parts of the body. There are many types of cancer, such as breast cancer, colon cancer, skin cancer, and blood and bone marrow cancers. Some of the risk factors for cancer are smoking, exposure to radiation and chemicals, obesity, poor diet, lack of physical activity, and genetic mutations.
Wow, those are some serious conditions. It's like a who's who of party poopers in the disease world. But fear not, fellow travelers, on this crazy journey called life, because there are ways to prevent or reduce the impact of some of these diseases. Think of it like building a moat and drawbridge around your castle of health.
Absolutely, Sean. For both heart disease and cancer, lifestyle changes can make a big difference. Quitting smoking, eating a healthy diet, maintaining a healthy weight, exercising regularly, and drinking alcohol in moderation can all help lower your risk of developing these diseases. You should also talk to your doctor about screening tests and treatments that can help detect and treat these diseases early.
That's great advice, Bridget. I think quitting smoking was one of the best decisions I have ever made. Honestly, remember that time you walked in on me trying to hide my cigarettes in the freezer? I thought I saw the Grim Reaper himself taking notes.
I'm so proud of you for doing that, Sean. You're a great example for our kids and grandkids.
Thank you, Bridget. You're too kind. Now, what are the other leading causes of death among older adults?
Well, the third leading cause of death is COVID-19, which is a new disease that emerged in 2020 and caused a global pandemic. COVID-19 is a respiratory illness that can cause fever, cough, shortness of breath. It can also lead to serious complications such as pneumonia, blood clots, organ failure, and death. Older adults and people with underlying conditions such as lung disease are at a higher risk of severe illness from COVID 19.
The best way to protect yourself from COVID 19 is to get vaccinated and boosted, as the vaccines have been shown to be safe and effective in preventing severe disease and death. You should also follow the appropriate masking and social distancing guidelines for your area and avoid contact with people who are sick. If you get infected with COVID 19, you should talk to your doctor about your symptoms and when you might need to go to the hospital.
COVID 19 is a very serious threat, and we urge everyone to take it seriously and follow the public health recommendations. Now, let's move on to the fourth leading cause of death, which is stroke.
Stroke is a condition that occurs when the blood supply to a part of the brain is interrupted, causing brain cells to die. This can result in loss of function, such as speech, movement, vision, and memory. Some of the risk factors for stroke are high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, smoking, atrial fibrillation, and carotid artery disease.
To prevent stroke, you should control your blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar levels. Think of them like the three evil villains of cardiovascular health, always plotting your downfall. But fear not, brave warrior. You can vanquish these villains with a healthy diet, regular exercise, and maybe a sprinkle of medication if needed. Quit smoking too. Cigarettes are like the minions of those evil villains, constantly whispering temptations in your ear. If you have atrial fibrillation, think of it as a rogue beatboxer who's disrupting your heart's rhythm. Don't let this uninvited guest mess with your groove. Manage your heart rhythm with medication or other treatments and show that beatboxer who's boss.
Finally, be aware of the signs and symptoms of stroke, such as sudden weakness, numbness, confusion, trouble speaking, vision problems, dizziness, and severe headache. These are like the flashing red lights on your health dashboard, warning you of potential danger. Don't ignore them. If you or someone you know experiences any of these symptoms, call 911 immediately. Time is of the essence when it comes to stroke treatment, so don't delay.
Remember, staying healthy is a marathon, not a sprint. So lace up your metaphorical running shoes, fuel your body with nutritious food, and keep those evil villains at bay. You've got this.
That's very important to remember, Bridget. Time is brain, as they say. Now, the fifth leading cause of death is chronic lower respiratory diseases such as emphysema and chronic bronchitis. These are diseases that affect your lungs and make it hard for you to breathe. They are often caused by smoking, air pollution, occupational exposure, and genetic factors. To prevent or manage these diseases, you gotta say sayonara to smoking like it's a bad hair day. Secondhand smoke and other irritants are like unwelcome guests at a party. Politely show them the door. If your lungs are feeling a little dusty, consider an air purifier or humidifier as their personal oasis. Don't forget your meds, folks. They're your secret weapon in keeping those pesky diseases at bay. Regular checkups with your doctor are a must. Think of it like taking your car for an oil change to keep things running smoothly. And if you start coughing like a seal who's lost his voice, wheezing like a broken kazoo, or feeling short of breath like you just ran a marathon uphill, don't hesitate to see a doctor. Remember, your lungs are like precious balloons. Treat them with care.
Those are some good tips, Sean. Now, the sixth leading cause of death is nervous system disorders such as Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and multiple sclerosis. These are diseases that affect your brain and nerves and can cause problems with memory, thinking, movement, balance, and coordination They are often progressive and incurable, but there are treatments that can help slow down the disease and improve the quality of life. To prevent or delay these diseases, you got to keep your brain sharp as a tack. Think of it like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So grab a book, learn a new skill, play some brain games, and get social. And don't forget to move your body like nobody's watching. Exercise is like a magic potion for your brain, boosting its power and keeping it young. Fuel your brain with the right food, too. Think of it like a high performance engine. It needs the best fuel to run smoothly. Stress is like a gremlin in your brain, causing havoc and slowing things down. So find healthy ways to manage it, like yoga, meditation, or spending time in nature. And if you notice any changes in your thinking or physical abilities, don't hesitate to see a doctor. It's like taking your car for a tune up. Catch any problems early and keep your brain running like a dream. Remember, your brain is your most precious asset, so treat it with the care and attention it deserves.
That's very helpful, Bridget. Let's take a quick break and hear from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll continue with the seventh leading cause of death among older adults and give you some more tips on how to stay healthy and happy. Stay tuned.
At A Touch of Love Home Care, we understand that home is where the heart is. That's why we're dedicated to providing compassionate and personalized care for your loved ones right in the comfort of their own homes. Our team of highly trained and experienced caregivers is committed to delivering not just care, but a touch of love that makes all the difference. Whether it's companionship, assistance with daily tasks, or specialized care, we're here for you and your family. A Touch of Love Home Care is more than just a service. It's a promise to treat your family like our own. We believe in maintaining independence, dignity, and quality of life for every individual we serve. Call us today and discover the difference A Touch of Love Home Care can make in your loved one's life. Because everyone deserves a touch of love. Call us at 203-927-7543 or visit our website at atouchoflovehomecare.com.
And we're back. Thanks for staying. Let's continue. The seventh leading cause of death is nutritional and metabolic diseases, such as diabetes, kidney disease, and liver disease. These are diseases that affect your body's ability to process food, energy, and waste. They can cause complications such as nerve damage, eye damage, heart disease, stroke, infections, and cancer. To prevent or control these diseases, you gotta ditch the bad food like it's a bad date. Think of sugary drinks, salty snacks, and fatty foods as the mean girls of the food world. They're bad news for your health. So stick to a healthy diet that's packed with fruits, veggies, and whole grains. And remember, water is your body's BFF. Drink plenty of it throughout the day to keep your internal systems running smoothly. Think of it like a car wash for your insides. Monitoring your blood sugar, blood pressure, and cholesterol levels is like keeping tabs on the weather. If something's off, you can take action to control it and avoid any nasty storms. Don't forget your meds. They're like your personal superheroes fighting off those pesky diseases. Regular checkups with your doctor are like taking your car for an oil change. Keep things running smoothly. And getting screened for potential problems is like checking your smoke detectors. Better safe than sorry. Remember, your body's a temple, but unlike most temples, it comes with the built-in pizza oven and ice cream dispenser. Enjoy responsibly.
That's very good advice, Sean. Now, the eighth leading cause of death is mental and behavioral disorders such as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia. These are disorders that affect your mood, thoughts, and behavior and can interfere with your daily functioning and well being. They can also increase your risk of suicide, substance abuse, and other health problems. If you're feeling sad, hopeless, anxious, or like your brain is hosting a party for gremlins, it's time to seek professional help. Don't be shy. Think of it like calling the Ghostbusters for your mental well being. Talking to your family and friends is like having your own personal cheerleading squad. They'll lift your spirits, offer support, and remind you why you're awesome even when you don't feel that way. Joining a support group is like finding your tribe. People who understand what you're going through and can offer valuable advice. Think of it as a group therapy session without the uncomfortable couch. Taking care of your physical health is crucial for your mental health too. So get enough sleep like a sleepy sloth, exercise like a gazelle on caffeine, and eat healthy like a food critic on a mission. And remember, alcohol and drugs are like the bad guys in a superhero movie. They only make things worse. So avoid them like a vampire avoids garlic and focus on the things that make you feel good. Remember, you're not alone. There are millions of people out there who have faced similar challenges and come out stronger. So reach out for help, take care of yourself, and know that things will get better.
That's very important to remember, Bridget. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and you should never be ashamed or afraid to ask for help. Now, the ninth leading cause of death is digestive system diseases such as ulcers, gastritis, colitis, and pancreatitis. These are diseases that affect your stomach, intestines, and other organs that help you digest food. They can cause symptoms such as abdominal pain, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and bleeding. To prevent or manage these diseases, you should eat a balanced diet. Avoid foods that irritate your stomach, such as spicy, fatty, or acidic foods, and limit your intake of alcohol and caffeine. You should also avoid smoking, as it can damage your digestive system. You should also see your doctor if you have any persistent or severe digestive problems, as they may indicate a serious condition that needs treatment.
That's very good to know, Sean. Now, the 10th and final leading cause of death is urinary system diseases such as urinary tract infections, kidney stones, and bladder cancer. These are diseases that affect your kidneys, bladder, and other organs that help you urinate. They can cause symptoms such as pain, burning, frequency, urgency, and blood in your urine. To prevent or treat these pesky urinary woes, you got to drink water like it's going out of style. Think of it like giving your plumbing a good flush. It's like a power flush for your plumbing system. Only instead of grime and gunk, it washes away unwanted guests and awkward silences. Practicing good hygiene is also key. Wipe from front to back, people. It's like driving in the right lane. It's just safer and more efficient. Wash your hands like you're preparing for surgery. Kill those bacteria before they have a chance to party in your urinary tract, and change your underwear regularly. Nobody wants to be caught wearing yesterday's news down there. If you're experiencing any urinary problems like difficulty, pain, or blood in your urine, don't be shy. See a doctor ASAP. Think of it like taking your car to the mechanic. It's better to catch the problem early before it turns into a full-blown engine failure. Remember, your urinary system is a delicate ecosystem, so treat it with the care and respect it deserves.
There you go. That wraps up our list of the top 10 leading causes of death among older adults. Hope you felt the touch of love in our exploration of this episode's topic. Remember, knowledge, love, and laughter are powerful tools in navigating life's journey. Before we go, we'd like to inform you about our raffle promo. There will be 3 lucky winners of $50 gift cards to value listeners such as yourself. Simply subscribe and rate our podcast on whichever platform you're using right now, and then visit our website at graciouslyaging.com. Enter your name and email to participate in our raffle, and we'll reveal the fortunate winners on episode 6.
Join us next time for more heartfelt conversations and a touch of love.
Until next time, take care of your hearts and each other. Goodbye for now.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice and should not be relied on as health or personal advice. Always seek the guidance of your doctor or other qualified health professional with any questions you may have regarding your health or a medical condition.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please subscribe and leave a rating and review. Tune in again for next week's episode.